Alright guys, we're making progress in getting it done. We're working on the bathroom. Right now, we got the bathroom, we got the kitchen, half the house is gutted, and we got to get it back together quickly. So, I've been working on planning. Planning is one of the slowest steps in home renovation because there's so many things to think about when you're building. Where's the electrical going to go? Where's the plumbing going to go? How are you going to hang this or that? You know, the dimensions, the layout, it's all so important, and there's so many things that work together that it just takes me a couple minutes to get it right. I'm getting ready to build the wall for the shower and build the wall for the bathroom. I had to lay it out in a way that it would work for the bathroom, the utility room, the laundry room, plus the shower, the plumbing, the vents, all that stuff. You don't want them clashing with each other. But I'm pretty comfortable with where I'm at, so I'm going to start framing up. That's my goal today, framing. Just get it all framed up, and maybe we'll even get the tub in. I'm going to be building a double wall here, believe it or not. I want it to be 7 inches wide, so I'm going to use two 2x4s walls back to back. And I got my lines marked on it, so I know exactly that both walls will be in line with each other. But this is the one I want to start working on right now. This is the shower end wall. So the tub is actually going to be right here, so I got to cut out that opening for the drain. And this is the wet wall for the shower valves. You can see, it took me a while to figure out exactly where I wanted these studs. I wanted to make sure I had enough room for the plumbing for the valve. And also I got to leave a little spot for the vent. There's going to be a vent pipe right here. So let's get this framed up first. Okay. Before I get this wall in place, I should cut out that opening while I have the room to work. Alright, I got my shower wall built and up. That feels really good. Now we can see exactly where the tub's going to be. I'm going to get to insulating that wall before we bring the tub in. I've had some questions about the interior walls. I'm not going to bother insulating them. Insulation alone doesn't do a whole lot against sound deadening. I've actually insulated interior bathroom walls before and I wasn't really happy with the results, so I don't think I'm going to bother. I feel like the drywall alone will block most of the sound as it is. I ran into a little issue here where this wall I was putting nice and plumb, had my level on it, but the opening gets wider because this outside wall is actually not straight. The outside wall leans out as it goes up. So the space gets wider at the top. I'm not sure how I'm going to address that. I'm going to get the tub in here and see exactly how bad it is, but it looks like it's about 3/8 of a difference from the top to the bottom, and that's a pretty big gap. So I'll either have to do some major shimming out on the tub. We'll see. Okay. Alright, before I get too carried away, I actually have to take care of a couple things. Down here I'm actually going to be putting a wall-mounted heater under the window. I normally don't put them under the windows because there's a potential for fire hazard with drapes, but I don't think long drapes are going to be a problem in a bathroom. I'm going to be mounting it here as the best place for the heater, so I have to put some blocking in the wall to support the heater and also run my wire. While I'm running that, I'll also run a wire for a vent that's going to be going to blow the exhaust, you know, the moisture and everything outside. What I did was I notched out my studs so that I would be able to put a piece of board right here, flush with the wall, and that will give my heater something really solid to mount to. But I want to put the insulation and wire in there first. So after looking at the instructions for my through-the-wall venting hood for the bathroom vent, they have two ways to install it, new construction and remodel. I'm going to go in between and put some blocking in the wall for now so I can install it later. It'll make sense as I go. So basically I'm going to notch the wall just like I did for the heater and put some wood in there. So this took way too long, but I got it done. It's just a piece of blocking in there so that I can do a kind of retrofit for the vent later on as we're ready for that. I got all the insulation in the walls. Everything's good. The framing's there. The wires are there. Except for the wire for that I'm going to run just in a minute. I'm going to put the vapor barrier up. We're getting really close. Hopefully the project starts rolling a little smoother, a little quicker now. That's just how it goes. Things always take the longest when you're in a hurry. Alright guys, we're ready for the big moment. We're bringing in the tub shower right now. Hopefully, it all goes smoothly. Alright, let's set it right here. Perfect, thank you. So here's our new tub. We decided on a one-piece fiberglass tub. We really like the one-piece because there's no seams to get gunk in them or to silicone or to worry about leaking. It's just a nice, clean, easy to maintain unit, so.
This is our first time installing a one-piece. We usually get the four-piece.
Yeah. But since we have everything opened, we could just bring one of these in easy, so we said let's do it. I just wanted to fit. My fingers are on. Okay, the tub fits really good. Happy with that. It does have a really big gap up here, and I expected that because the wall leans out. I've been staring at it, trying to figure out the best way to handle it. The tub does have a little flex, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and flex it out and nail it to the wall. Normally I would love to try to like shim it out, make sure that the tub is nice and level and everything, but being so close to the window and having to do drywall, shimming it out would be like an extra complication that I don't want to deal with right now. And putting the level on the tub itself shows that it could actually be pushed out pretty far. Even when it's tight to the wall, it's still within my center lines. It's a little unlevel, unplumb, but not too bad. Tub is nailed. That's looking good. I just went out to the barn and I ripped up a whole bunch of 1/8 inch strips of wood, and I'm going to use these as shims to build out the wall above where the tub goes. Some people forget this step, and when you put drywall, the drywall has to bend over that flange, and it can crack or just not fit together good and look ugly. To make the drywall transition better, we'll put these up here right on the studs, and now it's on the same plane as that tub flange, and the drywall will sit right over it perfectly. Since these are only 1/8 inch thick, I can just staple them on, and the drywall and screws will hold it on when it's all done. You can see now that these flanges are nice and straight with the walls. I had to build out some of them a little thicker depending on the studs. But you can kind of get an idea of how that works. Alright guys, this is big, huge progress. The tub looks so good. I'm happy that it all went smoothly getting that in. Now that the tub is in, before we can hook it up, I gotta finish this wall so I can start putting the plumbing all together where it belongs. We're so close to having water again, believe it or not. So, my focus right now, like I said, I'm just gonna build the first wall right here. Give myself some working room here. So what am I saying?
What does that mean?
So once again, I'm going to change my plan. Every time I think I have a plan, something else happens. I've decided to wait on the wall until after I get a vapor barrier on the ceiling. We've been putting plastic on all of our ceilings, and it would be easier to have a complete barrier if I just put it up now and then do my wall. So I'm going to be putting that up, which means I got to make sure that all my lighting in the hallway is put in. There's actually no ceiling lighting in the bathroom. That'll be okay. Yeah, I don't need to go too far with the vapor barrier, but I'm just going to get some wiring done so I can at least put it right here. That's the light box. Alright guys, I got my wires run for the hallway lighting. We're going to light at that end, light at this end. Smoke alarm in the middle. I'm ready to put up the vapor barrier, I think. So let's start getting this together. Alright, we got the plastic on the ceiling. This already just looks and feels so much better. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, screw the ends, nail the rest. I don't like nailing at the ends because it always seems to split my wood. Alright, I got all my wood cut and prepped, so I guess I'll start by building a header for the doorway. Again, just 2x4s sandwiched with a piece of 1/2 inch OSB to make it 3.5 inches thick. Let me find my drill. You wouldn't believe what happened to me yesterday. I was using my impact driver, which I've been really enjoying. Let me show you. It broke. It just stopped. This is all it does. Ready? You see? Just a barely a noise. Doesn't work anymore. Out of nowhere. I wasn't even using it hard. And when I do that, I shouldn't do that. It smells like it's burning. Luckily, I have my regular drill, so I can still drive screws. Header done. Now we're going to make room. Build this wall. I'm running out of working room in here. Alright, the wall is framed up. I'm going to try to slide it in here. Now this shouldn't be too snug, but it should, Let's try to get the top in first so we don't have to drag it on the plastic.
Okay. Where does it go? Like lined up with this?
I just ripped my good pants.
It's gonna hit a little bit. That's working really good. That's working really good.
Yeah.
It's better than pounding a hammer.
Yep. If I had 2 long clamps, it would be even easier.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
I still don't know why it's so tight though, because I really left it. Oh, that's nice loose. Okay. Well, there it is, guys. We got our walls framed up and the bathroom is finally taking shape. It's pretty cool to go from a totally clean slate, just like the room looks trashed, into this so quickly. So it's looking really good. We got our tub in and we're excited about that. It looks really good. That went pretty smoothly. You can see we built a little closet over here that's going to be like a bathroom closet, towels and toilet paper, I don't know. And toilet and sink on this side. So it should go pretty quickly now. Hopefully we won't run into too many more snags. The wall was pretty tough to get in. For some reason my measurements are always too tight. I try to make it loose and it's always too tight. But the clamp worked really well. I didn't tear up the plastic, so I'm happy about that. So I guess that's all we have for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we have been enjoying all of your comments. We do read them. I think lately we haven't been as good as responding to so many because we've been really busy just hustling. But keep those coming. We really appreciate your support and encouragement and all that. So I'm going to get back to work, and we'll see you guys later. So until next time, take care.
Bye.
I have to go the long way around.